Suwon opened her eyes to find herself in the 20th summer of her life, with an engagement invitation to Lin Zhou on the table. In her past life, she used all her family's wealth to help Lin Zhou start his business and accompanied him from a poor boy to a boss, only to find him hugging Jiang Xiaoyu, the academic underachiever she had a crush on since high school. In the end, she left with nothing and died of depression, while Lin Zhou and Jiang Xiaoyu lived a glamorous life together. I'm not getting engaged. Suwon tore the invitation to shreds, and Lin Zhou stood there stunned. Wan, what are you doing? Suwon sneered. In her past life, she had been fooled by this innocent appearance. She turned around and sold the old house left by her parents, took the money and plunged into the e-commerce industry, which was the most promising sector in the next decade. Lin Zhou approached her several times afterward, hoping she could help him raise startup capital for his business, but Suwon pretended not to see them. She heard that Jiang Xiaoyu dropped out of school to work in a bar, and that Lin Zhou had fallen out with his family for her sake, secretly saved some money, and eloped with Jiang Xiaoyu to the south. 5 years later, Suwon's e-commerce company was valued at over 100 million yuan. She sat in her office with floor-to-ceiling windows, looking at the city's neon lights, her fingertips tracing the latest financial report. The assistant handed me a tabloid, with a news article in the corner. A couple's business failed, they incurred huge debts, and they were chased away by the city management officers while setting up a street stall. In the photo, Lin Zhou is dressed in rags, Jiang Xiaoyu's makeup is ruined, and her face is full of resentment. Suwon glanced at the newspaper briefly before putting it down. At last week's class reunion, someone said that Lin Zhou got drunk and kept muttering that if he hadn't broken up with Suwon, he would be a multimillionaire boss by now. He also said that Jiang Xiaoyu, besides being young and pretty, couldn't help with anything and was extravagant with money. At a charity gala, Suwon ran into Lin Zhou. He was wearing an ill-fitting, cheap suit, handing out flyers outside the venue. When he saw her, his eyes were filled with embarrassment and regret. He opened his mouth, but said nothing. Suwon linked arms with her business partner and walked straight past. The sunlight shone on her, gilding her with a golden edge. Her life was already flourishing, and there was no longer any room for that scoundrel from her past life.